Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm so glad you're here this morning for our final show of this week. Our weather brought to us by Drew Pollard's company, Gulf Coast Air Conditioning up in Southport. Looking at a nice day. We're hoping it's going to be a nice day. High 70, low 56. Our water temperature at the end of the city pier is right at 67.8, so we're going to round it up to 68 degrees. That's good. Our river readings. The Apalachicola at Bluntstown, 12.4. Like it's still level like it was yesterday. I'm sorry, 17.4. That's a 7. 17.4. And Choctaw at Carabelle is right at 12 foot. It's got a little bit of a drop to it. Both rivers are high. We've talked about it all week. They're going to be high on through the weekend. So plan accordingly. Some people like it like that. Most people don't. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good strong tides today. We have a low tide this morning at 3:09 and a high tide at 3:41 this afternoon. We're going to take a quick break. Our wind direction now is coming out of the west again in double figures at about 15 to 16 miles an hour. So keep that in mind. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to call sea quarters and see what's going on down there around our eastern end of our viewing area in Franklin County down there. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, folks. On the phone, Captain Kim from Sea Quarters Marina down at Carabelle, and all kind of exciting things happening down there. And Captain Kim, how are you doing this morning?
Oh, we're doing really well this morning. It's a little damp, but it's going to dry up here any minute.
Okay, let's get we haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks. Let's get a fishing report, sort of what's going on down there and what's coming up as far as fishing.
Yeah, there's been a lot of out-of-towners for spring break, and they've been doing pretty good. I mean, anywhere from catfish to pompano to sheep's head. They've all been catching a little bit of everything. Of course, the redfish and trout are always around. Pretty good size for the last week or so. So that's been doing pretty well. Not a whole lot going on offshore right at the moment. The weather's not real conducive, but hopefully we'll be able to walk right into gag season here the 1st of April. And we've got some neat lures that I'm dying to have a report on, so hopefully the weather will cooperate.
Oh, that's good to hear. I know the pompano fishing on the St. George Island, you said they were doing pretty good?
Yeah, they've been actually catching some here on the Carabelle Beach as well.
Good. It's a good deal. Now, have the Spanish mackerel showed up down your way? Have you heard?
I have not heard too many people going offshore, or from here to Dog Island. Not too much of a report on that yet. Hopefully, in the next week or so, it'll warm up enough. Okay.
Now, what about planning? I know the Sea Quarter tournament. All y'all started already getting ready to planning for it.
Yes, we're doing all kinds of extra things for that coming up the first weekend in August. Of course, all the monies go to the Leukemia Research Foundation. And so, it's well into the planning stage. So we're looking forward to it. Hopefully, there'll be a great turnout.
All right. Well, that sounds good, and we're looking forward to it. We'll be calling you up pretty quick now when all those other fish start biting. So keep us posted, okay?
Sounds good. Appreciate it. You have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you. All right.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's always great hearing from folks down at that end of on the eastern end of my viewing area, Franklin County, and all those places. So remember the other day I showed a picture because of Jared Baker catching the brim on the Gulf worms, and I wanted to find out how he did on it, so he sent me a message right here. This is interesting, okay? I tried the Gulf worms, but the brim would just grab them and then release them as soon as they realized they were artificial. I had to use big red live worms. Now that speaks volumes right there. As good as that tastes and all, the fish are not going to chew on it. They're going to taste it and they're going to let it go. So that's good field testing there, Jerry Baker. Thank you, buddy. Now here's another one he caught. He sent me this one. This brim was a little larger, but he catching them on worms, live worms. They're wiggling around. Okay, got several pictures here. This is I always enjoy showing these pictures. And folks, that is a big bass right there. Hey Winston, this is an 8-pounder, hit my frog. Okay, can you read right there, bottom? Hit my frog just 4 feet from my kayak. Talk about a heart attack in Washington County later. So this is, when something like that happens, it sort of scares you a little bit, but you're glad to catch it and all. Buddy. Okay, that was GG Hunts out there at Chipley. All right, nice bass though. We get regular pictures from Test Randall Jolly up there in northeast Alabama. Isn't that a cool picture? Age and experience versus youth and exuberance. As two gobblers going back and forth. Watch for more posts on how the class played out. It's just bumping chest to chest. Those are intelligent birds. Jerry Forehand, buddy Jerry, is just a great outdoorsman. He braved all this weather, and he and his buddy, okay, I'm going to read what he said. He said, a mixed bag caught the first day of spring fishing in tidal water with friend Dennis Hatcher. There's a late top water bit on strong outgoing tide. Caught the brim on wrigglers and probably give another Friday, so they're probably going again today. If I finish some 100 list in time, that's what we're talking about. But that's a nice bag of fish right there. Good fishing. Okay, annexation. Let's go another turkey hunt. This is up here in Jackson County. Gobbler came running to this. Had an interesting turkey decoy called a funky chicken, and what it's called. So he ran up there to him, about 250 yards away. He heard him. He started calling him in. He used a Steven 301 single shot 20 gauge. Okay. And the call was a Rodney Hill strutting wild. So put out, all that story goes together, and there he is. But check out that decoy right there. Okay, that's okay. Good job, Adam chasing. Nice beard, nice spurs. Okay, got this from Panama City Fishing page. Pier Park this morning. This was I think Wednesday of this week. Big school of Spanish just came through, and then they caught a king later on that day. All right. This is one more for the break. I know the only season that is open is spring gobbler, but these turkeys, the season is open year round. I had to do some spring cleaning in my hen house and barn. Named Robert Blackman, please if you will put my name in the drawing jar. I'm the retired Coast Guardman that wishes happy birthday to the Coast Guard every year on August the 4th. Check it out in the hen house. Now that's fun shooting those things. You got to clear them out. I know you don't want to get them mounted and put them on the wall, but that's some good spring hunting right there, some good shooting. All right, let's take a break on that picture there. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. A little bit of an action shot coming up right here. This is Robbie Freed and Brink Prescott fishing. I'm going to tell you the story. I'm going to tell you the story about it. It's a little short clip, but it's just some good action shot right through here. And this is before all the rain now. We're always getting pretty high and all, but we're working in here, and this is I want to see what he caught him on. Robbie sent this to Mr. Brink, and they're having a good time out fishing. There it is. But can you see what the lure is? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop it now. Okay, now I'm gonna switch back to my iPad, and I'll show you the pictures of it. This is. What's cool is some of y'all really pay attention to what I talk about. Y'all are good students. And here's what it says right here. Okay, here's a testimonial to that beetle spin you have mentioned recently. Simultaneous film and lip credit to Brink Prescott. Okay, so and that's two modes boys. They all went to school with Wendy, but check it out right there. What he caught it on, a beetle spin. Isn't that a great picture? Thank you, Robbie Freed, and old Brink. That's a good picture. I love that picture there. Sort of tells you what's going on. Okay, now I want to mention a lot of times I get all kind of feedback, and I appreciate it. And a lot of times I get stuff shared with me on social media by all kind of different people that I've met in my lifetime at different stages of my life and all. But this one was special. The other day, a young man named Enrique Davis. He played football for us. His dad was Henry Davis, played football at Bay High. But Enrique he was recruited by Auburn, a great running back we had, and I've always been so impressed with him, and just got his sweetest mom and all. And one of the things, when he recruited, Tommy Tuberville came down to Mosley to recruit him when Tuberville was head coach at Auburn. And Tuberville was such a class act. He took time from when he finished, instead of him rushing off to another school, he came over to my outdoor weight room because I knew he loved to hunt. Oh, he loved outdoors. And he did an interview. Some of y'all may remember an interview we did with Tommy Tuberville years ago, and he took time to do that. I'll always appreciate that. And he did sign, Enrique, but when he left Auburn, Enrique, when the coaching changed, Enrique ended up being a running back at Ole Miss. But I followed him over the years, just a class act, good Christian man, and a family and all. But anyway, he sent this the other day. I'm going to share this and show you Enrique's picture. Look back and be grateful. Look ahead and be hopeful. Look around and be helpful. And I just thought that was so good. And now he was coaching last year with the New York Jets. He's in coaching now. And I don't know if he liked pro football or not, but anyway, he's back. Now he's at Western Kentucky. He's been at several schools, and he and his beautiful family, and just a good, strong Christian man. And I'm proud having him, not just alumni, but being in the coaching ranks and all. Here he is playing at Ole Miss. He was a fine running back at Ole Miss, but I always think so much of Enrique Davis. There he is, and just doing good. And anyway, I just wanted to bring that up to you because if he ever gets back in town, I want to come by and be on the show and all. He's just his dad was a great football player at Bay High. Okay, now I did look up. Moving on to another subject, we talked about a boating accident. I did look it up, and I still can't find a lot of information on it. I did find a picture of the boat. Okay, this is a boating accident, Lake Seminole, a bass tournament last weekend. Had high school kids out there, junior high school kids out there. And I found this, here's the boat. It says 1 kill, several injured after 2 boats collide during South Georgia fishing tournament. And it was a Georgia side tournament and a Florida side, so there were a couple of tournaments going on. And here's another picture of the boat. Now I don't know if this is the same boat. Let me go back to the other one. I don't know, Jeff, does that look like the same boat? It's hard to tell that angle. But anyway, I don't know exactly. I was trying to find out, about the speed of the boat and how fast they were going and all, and not necessarily to point blame and all, but maybe to help prevent another accident like that. Okay, now let's see. I got one more little slogan. I hope you like these little slogans. It's simple: love people and use things, not the other way around. Read that again. It's simple: love people and use things, not the other way around. What a great philosophy to have, and to treat other people in all the way you do it, the way it should be done. Okay, now let's get ready for our drawing. We are going to add Robert Blackman into the pickle jar over here. And okay, now this is Tarpon Rock Seafood, and I didn't get a check with them on whether that tuna boat came in. It's so stormy and all. They'll still go out, but the price of fuel has really caused the seafood prices to go up. It's just like everything else, but seafood is caught in there too. It takes a lot of fuel to get out, 40 or 50 miles in the Gulf of Mexico on those big boats like that, and then to come back, hopefully with it weighted down with fish, and then when you're going against the wind, coming back in there, a lot of times with the southeast wind, they're aided by the wind. Okay, all right. Now speaking of Tarpon Rock, let's do the $20 gift certificate. And what are you going to buy this weekend at Tarpon Rock? I said, I think I'll probably get yellow edge grouper. Okay. All right, the winner. I got all folded up here. How about Hunter Simmet? Hunter Simmet. Up there in Lynn Haven. I'll get a big red snapper. And like I said, Alabama will open up pretty soon, but we don't know when Florida snapper season will be opening up. That winner is going to be all the way from Parker, David Vest. All right, Lynn Haven and Parker. That's our winners. Now we're going to get set up. We're going to take a break, get set up for our famous Friday fishing forecast. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching the show. I want to, well, first of all, thank you folks for giving me I got so many nice messages and stuff from the birthday wishes from my birthday this week. Thank y'all so much. I got tickled looking in the monitor. I didn't have a, I had to wear this shirt this morning. Wendy sent me this shirt for birthday, so I told her I was going to wear it on the show this morning, so she's going to be watching up there on YouTube on the shirt she just sent me. So it is a brand new shirt, debuting on Panhandle Outdoors. And we're talking about March. Jeff, I can't see the clock over here. Talking about March comes in like a lion and leaves like a lamb. Well, folks, we're still in a lion. It's been amazing what a windy month we've had. It's just been, you know, and I know I've talked to people who've been fishing out there, and I've watched it, from my own front yard or backyard. It's just the east wind. When you get a strong east wind, it really terrorizes a lot of shorelines and fish and all. But I want to start on this one. Let's go back when we had Mitch Coleman on this week, and we asked him, hey, Mitch, if you were fishing this week, what would you target? And what did he say? Sheephead. But anyway, let's go back. Well, we already got it up on Google Earth. We talked about the canal right there, and what they're talking about, getting the jetties coming out from right there in the middle. But the canal has been really good for flounder, he was saying. But moving on down, while we're in this area, let's just say in this area, there have been some Spanish caught. That's a few, but the pompano fishing has been fairly decent. The big thing, I want to scoot on over here because I got a call from one of our loyal viewers. I won't call out his name, but y'all would know him right here. And he was really upset about over at Camp Helen, which is the old Avondale Mills area. They actually were. He said they're tearing it up. I said, what do you mean they're tearing it up? Okay, right here. Let me see. Okay, I got to find it first. Got it right here. All right, here we go. Camp Helen State Park. Okay, Camp Helen State Park. Now, what we have here, the history behind it is that Avondale Mills up in Alabama had all this property here. Fortunately, the state was able to buy it before they put in condos on it. But right in here, I don't know if we can show it, but they always had a pier coming out, and it has been a landmark for fishermen. Now the pier is completely torn down as far as being able to walk on it, but there's remnants of it all throughout. And I don't know if it'll show up here. There are remnants of that pier throughout the water. And it probably, if you add up all the pompano, take away the Panama City Fishing Pier and all the pompano that's been caught in the past 40, 50 years, probably more around that spot with Louis Spinks and the legendary Roy Martin and those kind of guys fishing. That was their go-to place. And there were a lot of pompano caught there over the years. And I had friends over there that had a place next to Camp Helen, and they would walk down and bicycle down and fish. So that, I don't know the situation over the state is tearing down the remnants of the pier, but what it was, they just congregated in that area because the bait was there. So we'll continue checking on it and see what's going on there. Okay, now, and I'd highly recommend if you want to do some serious surf fishing and go ahead and go to Camp Helen, get you one of those rolling carts, take your time to getting out there and fish in that area before they finish tearing it up and all. Okay, now the big thing I was talking about, sheephead again. And where's the top places to catch sheephead? The bite has been good. You heard what Mitch said the other day. I've talked to local guys. Matt Smith was talking about it. We talked about it after the show. The sheephead bite has been steady. The McGraw family, Mike and his wife Amy, have done well on sheephead. And where have they been going? Okay, right here in the jetties. Again, nothing secret about this area. It's really, I've mentioned this before, you really want to sort of fish if you can, if you have a boat, get over here on the east side, right? This jetty right in here, and all through here. See right in the area, I'm going to put it right in the center of the screen. That area right in there, they're just, what they're doing, they're spawning in this area. It's always been good. Now, if you're walking in, you want to go in these jetties here, we've always had better luck though, right there on the east side, okay? Let's jump to the freshwater. The river is high, and so what are you going to do? I was talking to some guys, and some guys like to get way back up in those sloughs, and when the river's high, because the fish start going up in those sloughs, and sometimes they give you the idea that just because the river is high, there's no good fishing. Well, the fishing in the middle of the river is tough because there's turbulence and all. But a lot of folks, and we've done it before, just go with the flow up in those sloughs, because they're up in there feeding, especially in the springtime. And you can get in areas and get up there and really do well, bass and brim. And then when it gets to peak right there and it starts coming out, getting those little channels as it comes out, and really do some great catfishing in the area. With that being said, the lake fishing is strong next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Not so serious, those guys, not so serious Saturday fishing will be helping putting on a tournament for Camo Dreams, and we'll try to have Blake on the show next week, and it's going to be up in Dearborn Lake as a fundraiser. They're doing that all over the Panhandle, all kind of bass fishing tournaments coming up, and it really starts kicking off in April as far as just really good weather. The spawn is on the downside, and the fish are hungry, so bass fishing is going to be really strong. You talk to any bass fishermen, and they're going to be getting out there. I get tickled sometimes at their dedication and their willingness to go, rain or shine, to go bass fishing. There's a dedicated bunch of fishermen there. Also, again, the Spanish, I think, I've said it 3 weeks in a row now on Friday. I've talked about the Spanish. I said 3 weeks ago, they're not ready yet. 2 weeks ago, be catching some last week, and I said it'll be getting up. This weekend, there are going to be more Spanish caught than we've had in the previous couple of weekends. So there will be some Spanish caught. They caught some on the pier, but if you want to get out in your boat, I know Gloria Turner has been checking out on a regular basis. Keep up the good work, Gloria, and keep reporting to me on how well you've been doing. It's been slow from the boat in St. Andrew Bay. But it's going to kick off any day now. I feel like when this series of fronts get on through for the weekend and first part of next week, should be some really good catches and all. So we're going to, that's our fishing forecast. Most importantly, you just get out there and try it. You don't know until you go. And that's the important thing, and just enjoy the great outdoors. Thank you so much for watching the show this week, and appreciate the guests we have coming on. Appreciate your viewership. Do something good today with fellow man. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.